Yes, man, this changes everything for Jamaica. Bryan Levell is on a different level, like a rebel. You know what? Let's jet into this story. Welcome to Jet. So first and foremost, before we get into why Bryan Levell is on another level and coming up a special treat, give thanks to Yahweh and to Yahushua. Yes, man. So recently at the Rebelz Austrian Open, Bryan Levell clocked a personal best over the 100 meter of 9.82. Also coming up for my viewers and particularly my subscribers, I have a special treat for you. But before I disclose that treat, you have to watch this video until the end. Yes, man, no shortcut business, man. You have to watch it until the video done for you to see this treat. But before we get to that race, it is important to look at some of the backstory behind Bryan Levell and his development. At such a tender age, Bryan Levell already achieved so much. He was the one-time World Athletics Relay medalist, a two-time World Under-20 Championships silver medalist. He ranked in the top 8 at the World Under-20 Championships and a 2 times national champion. Over the 400 meter, Bryan Levell ran a time of 47.90. This was at the Camperdown Classics at the National Stadium, and this was about on the 8th of February. On the 1st of March 2025, his 60 meter race is 6.64 and his 200 meter race is 20.10. This was at the Jamaica Championships National Stadium, and at the Racers Grand Prix he ran over the 200 meter on the 7th of June 2025, a win he did 19.79. And recently, the race we're about to talk about, this was on the 23rd of July at the Rebelz Austrian Open. He ran the 100 meter and clocked a personal best of 9.82. So Bryan Levell is only 21 and he's doing so well. Wow, you can only just imagine how well will he do. And at the age of 21, running such a fast time, one wonders if there are any other athletes who ran such a fast time at that age. But yes, we found a few. Johan Blake in September 2011, at the age of 21, he ran 9.82 at the Zurich meet. Kishian Thompson at age 21 ran 9.82 in the first round of the Jamaican Olympic trials in June 2024. Although it wasn't 21 but oblique Seville, at the age of 23, he ran 9.82 at the Racers Grand Prix in June 2024. So the only 3 people, Jamaica top 3 you can argue, or perhaps Jamaica top sprinters, ran such a quick time at that tender age. And therefore Bryan Levell will now enter into the speed of Rebelz of sprinters. Yes, man, Bryan Levell can now put his name on the Hall of Fame of those top athletes, to which I would refer to as the speed of Rebelz. Yes, man. So, which camp him a come from? Which camp is he coming from? Who coached him? Why is this guy so good? Remember her? Yes, man, Shaniki Osborne from Optimum Performance Track Club. She is the coach of Bryan Levell. She once coached Ilian Thompson-Hera, and obviously there's been some disagreement between her and Ilian Thompson-Hera. But Shaniki Osborne is from the MVP camp. Yes, man, she once worked alongside the great Stephen Frano Francis. Now she has Bryan Levell under her belt. Now this is the race we've all been waiting for. So they're ready to rock and roll. Bryan Levell burst out of the blocks. He's driving at this stage and he started to pull away from everyone. The top end speed from the 200 meter is what pulled him through, and he clocked a time in 9.82. Wow, I just can't stop repeating it. Personal best, fastest ever run over the 100 meter, a 200 meter specialist. He looked very proud, comfortable, and he is the one to watch. I've talked about Bryan Levell in this video here up on your screen. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. I said he will be someone that will cause a major upset one day, and now we're seeing this growing to fruition. Bryan Levell is someone to watch because he's got a really good top end speed. Wow, 9.82 at the age of 21. How much will we see of this young man? He is now on the next level. Yes, man, this is the beginning of something bigger to come. I just can't wait to see him as he develops and grows in the sport. So from one level to a rebel. Yes, man, the moment we've all been waiting for. Who remember Bob Marley and the Wailers? That group that they formed, who turned out to be one of the biggest thing that has ever lived in the genre of reggae music. Well, who I'm about to introduce to you will shock you. Yes, man, the youngsters, the brothers, the siblings, no rivalry, only camaraderie, but none other than the League of Rebelz. Yes, man, with their hot new single, Jam House, to which I am about to play a short clip, but I want you to look in the description section and click on the links and go over there and support them. Yes, man. If you're a fan of Bob Marley and you love Bob Marley, you will love them. They are up and coming, and guess what? Let you into a little secret. Don't tell anyone. Maybe there is some relation between me and, you know what? Leave it alone. So all those people who have been supporting me, and write a comments below and talk about who regularly engage in the debate whenever I put out a videos, maybe there may be an autograph for you, through Jet exclusive. Anyway, Jam House, take it away.
Come on down to Jam House. And if you're lost, you will be found jamming in Jam House. You hear the sound coming from Jam House. Feel the vibes, you can't deny, step inside Jam House. Welcome to the Jam House.